Welcome to this edition of the Phil Taylor Jones Show. We're so happy to have you with us once again. How many of you guys out there are I Love Lucy fans? Well, if you are, perhaps you'll remember this little scenario that I'm about to state. Lucy and Ricky and Ethel and Fred had gone alpine, sightseeing in the mountains in Swiss Alps. They had gone over to Switzerland because Ricky was on tour over there. Anyway, it started to snow and they found this little cabin, and Lucy went out and she said, wow, there's this big cliff of snow hanging right over the cabin. And then they got into the thing about the avalanche and nobody sneezed, don't even make a sound. And then the power of suggestion came and somebody sneezed, and then there was this big rumble and they were indeed covered in snow. So, after the debate about how thick or how deep they were in snow, Lucy came up with the idea that if you kind of look up the smokestack over the stove and if you could see, daylight out there, then you probably weren't buried that deeply. So Ricky then says, yeah. So he goes over and he takes off the stovepipe and he, looks up there, and then all this black soot comes down right in his face. And his phrase was, Lucy, you may not have much time left, but you're certainly going out true to form. Well, okay, you might say, well, Phil, why'd you come up with this, scenario? Well, if you look at old bastard, he may not have much time left, but he's certainly going out true to form. After the shooting over there in Paris, world leaders gathered. I think over 400,000 strong in the march. And as I said, world leaders were there. Or maybe I should correct myself. Not all world leaders was there. Where is this illustrious, decayed, dented in bag of crap that we have as a leader? It was nowhere to be found. Then on social media this morning, there's pictures of Michael Obama, Michelle, looking like the devil in the deep blue sea, under this caption, that he was grounded. She forbade him to go. And she must have passed on her feelings to Jill Biden and whoever Kerry's wife is. And I don't know if this Holder guy is married or not, and they said that he was over there. Now, I don't know that to be true, but he didn't show up at the rally or what have you. But I find it strange that somebody who is claiming to be so committed to terrorism and the destruction of it wouldn't join other world leaders who he has been leaning on their shoulder to help him out with things. But when it comes to showing solidarity, he's nowhere to be found. Why? Because he's friends and relatives probably to these Islamic extremists, and he supports them totally because he's a Muzzy extremist himself, and he didn't want to offend or infuriate any of them by his presence there. Well, it still looks bad on you, oh bastard, being the leader of the United States. And for lack of a better word, I say leader. We all know the bastard couldn't lead rats to a garbage can. But it just further goes to show how deeply embedded he is in anti-Americanism. He is anti-American. He can't stand this place. So it brings up the question, why is he still wanting to be at the helm? So he can mess it up further than he already has. But folks, he may not have much time left, but he's certainly going out true to form. Just thought I'd drop that little bug in your ear this morning. If you haven't heard, we'll be keeping an eye on that for you and bringing you more information as it comes available. Now, there was something else I wanted to touch on this morning, just briefly, but I guess I've gotten a bit of Alzheimer's or old timers or something that's sort of slipped my mind. But if it comes back into tow, then we'll be coming on, and I'll bring that up in another show that's up and coming. So for a Mad Monday, hope you're going to have a good one and a good rest of the week. Stay happy and safe to the extent possible. We appreciate you being with us, and have a nice Monday. And we'll see you right here once again on the Phil Taylor Jones Show. Bye-bye.